Long time ago, in a distant future in the human world, a group of scientists created a special portal that teleports to another world. As they test it out, the portal turns on perfectly, however they never know if it really works. So one of them takes the risk to test it out with no fear. They put him in a hazmat suit just in case, and the man named Dr. Zero walks to the portal and sees what's on the other side. At the other side of the portal, Dr. Zero was amazed by the vast valley surrounded by mountains and trees, but strangely no signs of life in that world. As he returns from the other side, he said that the portal works and told them that they will celebrate their success making the perfect portal. Few days later, a couple named Dr. Philip and Dr. Sylvia are suddenly suspicious of Dr. Zero about what to do with the portal. Later they met their friend Dr. Jimmy, and Dr. Lizzie is aware of Dr. Zero's secret scheme about the portal. Dr. Zero secretly hogging their hard work for himself and plans to sell the valley from the other side of the portal and turn it into an expensive themed park. As Dr. Zero is about to get the blueprints and the files of their project, but Dr. Lizzie took it away from him. When she resists giving it to him, Dr. Zero is about to shoot her with his gun. Suddenly he gets stopped by Dr. Jimmy, then shot to the gas pipe instead. The lab is about to explode. Dr. Philip, Sylvia, and Lizzie took everything they could and escaped to the portal. As Dr. Zero tries to stop them, but Dr. Jimmy intervenes, and finally, the laboratory explodes into rubble along with the portal. Dr. Jimmy died from the explosion, but Dr. Zero merely survives and limps away from the site before the fire department comes. Unfortunately, Dr. Zero only salvaged the remaining files of the portal project, but it was mostly burnt and hard to understand. On the other side from the portal, Dr. Philip, Sylvia, and Lizzie managed to get out safely on time before the portal blew up. Dr. Lizzie is upset that her boyfriend Dr. Jimmy didn't make it on time, while both Dr. Philip and Sylvia were so sorry for her loss. Suddenly, meteorites crashed near the mountains. Luckily, their position was near, so they went to the crash site to investigate. At the crash site, they spotted 13 decent-sized meteorites almost near to each other. As they got closer, Dr. Sylvia noticed 13 familiar signs on each meteorite. Those symbols are similar to the zodiac signs. Both Dr. Philip and Dr. Lizzie were surprised by their discovery, despite the fact they're not in the human world anymore. 3 years passed. Dr. Philip is mining some ores to forge into steel, while Dr. Sylvia and Lizzie are still studying the mystery of the 13 meteorites at their incomplete constructed laboratory. As Dr. Philip returns with mined iron ores, the meteorites start to glow, and momentarily, the meteorites are formed into beautiful mythical creatures. Dr. Philip and Lizzie are amazed by their beauty. Those creatures are curious as they see human beings for the first time. Dr. Sylvia noticed that 13 of them have star-shaped marks with the symbols on it. She immediately called them Starmons. The 13 Starmons agreed to call them that way. Even Dr. Philip and Lizzie also agreed to call them. Their friendship is slowly building up. 2 years later, their laboratory is finally complete, and both Dr. Philip and Sylvia are soon to be parents, as Dr. Sylvia is 5 months pregnant. Dr. Lizzie is working on their new Starmon project. Sagitta, Sagittarius Starmon, Leora, Leo Starmon, and Taurus Starmon, are being analyzed from their inventive machines made from the special ores that Dr. Philip mined years ago. Scorpina, Scorpio Starmon, Virgo Starmon, Libra Starmon, and Aries Starmon, are wondering what they are doing, despite they trust them since the first time they met. Meanwhile, Cancer Starmon, Pisces Starmon, and Aquarius Starmon, are enjoying themselves in the lake, while Capricorn Starmon, Gemini and Gemini Starmon, are foraging for food. As for Ophiuchus Starmon, she doesn't do much to keep on thinking about the humans came from another world. 1 year passed by. Dr. Sylvia born a baby girl named Felicia, and Dr. Philip is very happy to be a beloved father, while Dr. Lizzie is glad to be a grateful niece. Inspired by Dr. Sylvia's pregnancy before, the 12 Starmons are attempting the same thing. They virtually summoned 12 Starmon eggs for each of them, exactly 144 eggs in total. They were so surprised by what they did, Dr. Lizzie examines the eggs carefully and analyzes that those eggs will hatch estimately a month or two. Both Dr. Philip and Sylvia are happy for them as they will become mothers of their own eggs. At the deepest part of the forest, Officina secretly laid 12 eggs hiding from the humans and her sisters, as she had a secret plot against the humans. As 2 years rolled by, Felicia is now 2 years old and having fun with her new Starmon friends, Nudid, Sagittarius, Torto, Taurus, and Pensplash, Aquarius. Bloingia, Cancer, Flutterfly, Virgo, and Melanie, Capricorn, are keeping with Dr. Sylvia a company as she is feeling ill, while Gem and Miney, Gemini twins, Stinger, Scorpio, and Mary, Aries, are lending Dr. Lizzie helps to find a treatment to cure Dr. Sylvia's illness, while Wimpid, Leo, is helping Dr. Philip chopping for more firewood as winter is almost coming. The rest of other Starmons are helping their motherly Starmons construct a small town called Sunshire Town 5 miles from the laboratory, as they secretly wanted to surprise the humans for being such good friends. Their lives were great until Officina came back after being rarely seen by them for years and brought 12 Ophiuchus Starmons along with her. They are all surprised that she has Starmons of her own. As Dr. Philip gladly introduced himself to her Starmons, Oriki, Ophiuchus, grabbed him with his flaming serpents-like scarf and squeezed him, then tossed him to the wall like a rag doll and died from impact. They're all shocked by what just happened until Officina finally revealed her secret plot. She's starting to have suspicious thoughts about the humans and she cannot trust them fully. The only way to do it is to kill the humans, but Nudid and his 11 friends won't let it happen, as the bond between humans and Starmons is stronger than she thinks, and that makes Officina sick from those words, so she ordered her Starmons to attack them while Nudid and his friends shall do the same. So they started to fight against one another, both good and evil. In the meantime, Officina is going to kill Dr. Lizzie, but Dr. Sylvia stops her with persuasive kind words to her despite her illness. At first, Officina was slowly convinced by her words, but instead, she grabbed Dr. Sylvia at the neck and choked her, and she was instantly killed. Dr. Lizzie felt hopeless as she lost both Dr. Philip and Dr. Sylvia. When Officina attempts to kill Felicia, her beloved Starmon sisters intervene along with their other Starmons who have just arrived to help their friends. They don't want to hurt their own sister, but as they saw the signs of her betrayal by killing Dr. Philip and Sylvia, they certainly have no choice but to banish Officina along with her Starmons far away from the island. After all that effort, the damage has already been done in cruelty. That night, they buried Felicia's parents and left the laboratory alone, as they all went to their new home in Sunshire Town, which is supposed to be a surprise for them, but after her parents' death, it was all wasted. At Sunshire Town, Skarloey, Taurus, and Ramnes, Aries, saw that they're coming. They were supposed to surprise them, but they saw that they're sad and shocked by the tragedy. Mary told Skarloey and the others what happened, then they were tragically shocked that Felicia's parents were gone and Officina betrayed them. It was tragic for everyone. 12 sisters wanted to forget everything that happened that day, but they preferred to forget and move on rather than wiping everyone's memories away. Before they leave, Virgo creates a guardian Starmon that will rule and protect the island named Althena, Virgo. They have to rely on Althena to keep everyone safe from evil, and she named the island Alphys region. As the sisters left Alphys to the hands of Althena, the remaining 11 sisters scattered to the different islands they found. Tora went to the second named Betis and created her guardian Starmon, Batalon, Taurus. Arius went to the third island named Gammon and created her guardian Starmon, Josh Ain't, Aries. Scorpina went to the fourth island named Delton and created her guardian Starmon, Sandopatra, Scorpio. Librina went to the fifth island named Epsilus and created her guardian Starmon, Grand Zeus, Libra. Capricorn went to the sixth island named Zetus and created her guardian Starmon, Zoryovic, Capricorn. Cancera went to the seventh island named Hechus and created her guardian Starmon, Namakaha, Cancer. Jemmy and Inye went to the 8th island named Thetan and created their guardian Starmon, Odin, Gemini. Piscina went to the 9th island named Iotis and created her guardian, Archide, Pisces. Aquaria went to the 10th island named Capino and created her guardian Starmon, Nuwa, Aquarius. Leora went to the 11th island named Ramda and created her guardian Starmon, Amat Aaron, Leo. And the last but secretly, Officina and her Starmons crashed and banished on the 12th island far away from the 12 islands named Muros, and she hadn't created her guardian Starmon, yet. Then there was the 13th island named Nurik where Sagitta created her guardian named Thundarcher, Sagittarius. As they successfully created their guardians, the 12 Starmon sisters were renamed as the Star Princesses and named the United Islands as the Star Islands because the island formation is almost shaped like a star, including Muros, the hidden island of Star Islands. After that, they created more Starmons on the islands, for there will be life especially in Muros which they didn't notice. As Officina gained consciousness, she saw almost everything the Star Princesses did to the other islands, so she did the same thing the way they did but hidden away from them, as she would soon wait for her vengeance. Their creations complete, the 12 Star Princesses said goodbye to them and left this world, as they started to build their castle in one of the 2 moons and named the Royal Star Castle. The 12 Star Princesses named the whole planet Caesar to dedicate to Dr. Sylvia's love of stargazing. After the princesses leave Caesar, Dr. Lizzie will do her best to raise Felicia as her responsible aunt, while Nudid and the others will make their lives as perfect as they could. At Muros region, Oraki wanted to have a grudge against Nudid and his friends, and even his brethren wanted to have their revenge as well. Someday, the Ophiuchus Starmons will rise from the darkness and destroy everything they cared about, and so, their adventures are about to begin.